Hi and welcome to another Raft video. In this video we will talk about trading posts, where to find them, what they offer, how they work, the currencies and everything in between. Before we get started, note that the trading post is closely tied to the recycler. Separate to this video, you can find an in-depth recycler video as well as a trading post showcase and more on our channel. Let's start with the basics. Trading posts are usually located on larger islands and they all offer the same selection of goods for sale, from basic resources to important recipes, decoration and more. Once you find your first trading post, you will be presented with this unique interface. Let's quickly go through it. There is a buy tab with 3 tiers of items for sale. You can see the items in all the tiers, but only the first tier is unlocked. Click on any of the items to see additional details. Note that most items have limited stock. Almost without exception, to buy any item on the trading post, you will need trash cubes as well as trade coins. Trash cubes are closely tied to the recycler as mentioned earlier. The only way to get trash cubes is to use the recycler to generate them. Check our separate video that explains all about the recycler. The second currency, trade coins, can only be obtained through selling rare fish to the trading post. That option can be found under the Sell tab here. As you can see, there's a long list of fish you would not have seen so far through fishing. To catch the rare fishes on this list, you will need special bait, and the only one available to you initially is this one, the simple fishing bait. Fishing bait only requires trash cubes. You will want to buy all 5 in stock as soon as possible, as well as another 3 from the next trading post you come across. More on that in a minute. The fish you catch will get you 1 trade coin each. In other words, if not already started, you should get going with the recycler as to generate trash cubes in between your adventures, and your first 8 cubes are best used to buy bait. Why? Beyond the fact that almost all items require trade coins, there's as well as second aspect to the rare fish. When you sell them, you will not only gain trade coins, but also reputation. And reputation is the last element of the interface we have yet to talk about. To unlock the purchase of tier 2 items, you need to increase your reputation, which takes 300 XP. This is where the 8 cubes for fishing bait come in. There are 4 bait in each stack of bait, so 8 stacks will get you 32 bait and enough XP to level up your reputation. Fishing with bait is as simple as bringing up the fishing rod and right-clicking to select the special bait. You will get one of a couple of rare tier 1 fish on each straw, and it does not matter which one you get as they are all worth the same. When you sell the rare tier 1 fish to the trading post, you will get 10 XP per fish. So you will need 30 to reach the second reputation tier and to unlock all tier 2 items. Once you have unlocked all tier 2 items, the process repeats itself. To reach the third reputation tier, you will now need 3000 XP. Don't panic, luckily the new advanced fishing bait will get you tier 2 fish, and all of those are worth 100 XP each. So do not buy more than 8 of the simple bait, as getting 10 XP at this stage will not get you anywhere. The same goes for the new advanced fishing bait as well. Do not buy more than 8 of those. Once you have used your new stack of advanced bait, sell all the rare fish you caught to hit the third reputation tier and unlock all tier 3 items. And at this stage, the process changes slightly. While you don't need more XP, you will want to carry on fishing with the new tier 3 expert fishing bait you just unlocked. This is the only bait you should buy from now on. It costs the same as the lower tier baits, but instead of 1 trade coin and XP, each tier 3 fish will give you 2 trade coins. You still need a lot of trade coins, so this is great. You might notice that there are more special fish in the third tier. though as with the lower tiers, they are essentially all the same. With that explained, let's go through all of the items you can buy in each tier. Before we do, let's first very briefly touch base on where you can find trading posts. As mentioned, trading posts are usually located on large islands across all biome types. While you will randomly flow towards them, they are always presented as green dots on your receiver. There are no trading posts on any of the small islands, nor on any of the story locations. On the other hand, a few story locations have vending machines, though that's a topic for a separate video. So, back to what you can buy in each tier. Tier 1 offers some basic resources that we at least never bought. Then there are chili and turmeric. These are needed for 2 cooking pot recipes and 2 juicer recipes. We bought these very late ourselves, it was not high on our list and we did not feel them critical early on. Next up are 4 recipes, which are linked to the spices just mentioned earlier. We picked these up, but again we decided to buy them late. The next 2 are decoration items, though also functional. The air horn can make sounds, and the wardrobe lets you change the color of your clothes. However, it does not offer any storage. Finally, a compass. It can't be placed as deco, but it is functional. Tier 2 starts with a few resources. You might find 1 or 2 interesting at one point, though if you are like us, you will feel they are too expensive early on at least. Juniper and the hearty stew recipe are linked. It is not a cheap dish to make, but it has an interesting boon. It allows you to evade death once, though it only lasts for 10 minutes. Tic-tac-toe is a placeable item and is even interactive. We bought the foundation counter quite early ourselves. It's placeable and keeps track of how many foundations you have placed, which can come in handy when planning for engines and such. The honk horn, yet another way to annoy friends or simply to use as a decoration item. Next up, 3 crop plot blueprints. Beyond looking nicer, the small one provides space for an extra crop, the medium 2 extra crops, while the advanced large plot is more space saving than the regular version. Finally, 3 headgear pieces for your collection. In the tier 3 list, we got titanium ore, which, as far as I recall, is one of the few resources that we have spent some cubes and coins on. We also bought several advanced scarecrows, as they keep birds away indefinitely without breaking down. The fridge is also cool for any galley. It's functional in the way that it offers 25 storage slots. The short and long drawbridge were not high on our wishlist, but they can be used in some interesting ways. An awesome vintage surfboard with teeth marks courtesy of Bruce. This is a purely decorative item. Another item to make some Nordic noise or simply to use as a unique decoration item. More awesome music in the form of the Trading Post cassette. Then we got 2 blueprints. The canteen is a must-have. It can be filled with seawater or fresh water and can hold twice as much as the regular water bottle. The second blueprint is the detail plank. This is a very special item that we have not used a lot yet. It's technically a decoration item that looks like a plank. It allows you to stretch a plank between point A and B up to 2 1/3 foundations in length, and if you are a creative person, it has plenty of uses. Finally, we got another group of wearable items. They are all simply for style. Like the ones in the other tiers, none of them offer any functionality. So no, the diving helmet does not provide any underwater support, and the fishing hat is not going to affect your fishing in any way. That was it. We have created a separate video that shows you how all placeables, wearables and anything functional that you can hold or craft looks, tier 1 to 3. Make sure to check it out. We hope our video was helpful. Do check out our channel for further guides. We do appreciate a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe and even hit that bell for future updates.